Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Solo Diaries. Or if you are new here, I basically have a series where every single week I do a little diary entry to myself and, of course, to whoever is watching at home. And it's basically a reflection of my week, the things which I have learned, and basically like a little FaceTime catch up with my bestie. Now, I believe we are week 11, which is crazy because I started this series at the beginning of the year. So it means that we're already 11 weeks into the year, which I think is a bit scary when you think about it, like how quick the time has gone this year already. But yeah, let's basically get into it. I'm going to be completely real. This is probably the hardest solo diaries I have ever made. Now, purely due to the fact that this week has been probably the hardest week that I have had in a very long time, but also this year. Now, I went through a few things. I don't want to get into it in too much detail. Like, of course, I like sharing my life on here, and you guys know a lot about me, and I'm really grateful that I get to share my life. But I will know to myself what I'm referring to. I went through a very, very difficult time, and I was very hurt by a lot of things, and I had to come to a lot of realizations about different things and situations which I had gone through. Now, of course, I don't want to make this video like, oh my gosh, it's such a sad video. But yeah, you guys know that I am completely real with you all of the time. And I always want to be transparent when I make these videos. So yeah, I went through a lot, and unfortunately, when I go through stuff, I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to do anything. And something which I always thought, like when I didn't work online, as an example, I always thought like, wow, it's going to be so cool. Like when you have your own business and you have your freedom to work whenever you want, in case of times you get sick, in case of times like you go through heartbreak, whatever you go through. And yeah, it's like the complete opposite. I think if you're able to go to like a physical environment when you don't want to, but you still have to show up for work, like regardless, and see people, it actually can distract you and take your mind off of things. So it actually makes it like slightly easier. Whereas in my case, trying to work, and especially like working from home, I just had like no motivation to do it because, of course, I wasn't in a great headspace. And like there were so many times where I was just like, oh my God, I just want to be with my friends and my family, like everyone in the UK. And it was really difficult because, of course, they're not here. They're so far away. And then you have like the time zone difference. So yeah. And then on top of that, I actually did get sick. I think my body was just running on like emptiness, you could say. Like, of course, I was eating still and stuff, which again, like, I'm proud of myself. I'm gonna celebrate the small wins. Like, I'll be completely real. I cooked every day when I felt rubbish, when I was going through stuff. I still went to the gym. Like, I still showed up for myself. Of course, I still worked because I had to. Like, I still showed up for myself in so many ways, which I'm so proud of. So yeah, if there is anybody watching this who is also going through a hard time, or things are going on in your life that you just didn't expect to happen, just know that if you do push through, like I promise you, things will get easier and you will feel so much better. Like, distract yourself in any way possible. Now, I'm going to be completely real and vulnerable about this. I cried every day for a solid week, okay? I'm a very emotional person, and I'm proud of that, like that I show my emotions and I regulate my emotions well, I think. And yeah, okay, I'm vulnerable. But sometimes like you'll just cry and it's uncontrollable. Like if you're feeling sadness, if you're feeling hurt, and that's exactly what I did. And unfortunately, like you can't control when you're gonna feel like this. So like I cried in the gym, like that's crazy. I cried in the gym, I cried when I was cooking dinner. Anyway, this video isn't about me telling you how much I cried, but I'm saying like I'm a human, I'm a real person, I'm vulnerable. And like I feel like people can sit at home and watch somebody online and be like, they never feel sadness, they never face struggles, they never go through anything. And it's like, that is, trust me, the complete opposite. So that's why I did want to share this with you and be completely real. Like, you will go through things in your life. Sometimes you see it from other people, sometimes you won't. Their life might look perfect on the outside, and in reality they're hurting, in reality they're struggling, in reality they're going through things. Okay, so yeah, that was my reality for a week. Now I'm definitely in a much better place. Like, I feel a lot better. I'm grateful for everyone, around me. I did have a lot of support through my friends and stuff on social media. So I'm super grateful for that. So thank you guys. If any of you are watching this, like, you know who you are. And yeah, I think it's just really difficult when you know the answer to something, but maybe necessarily don't want to do it because it's not like the right decision. You have to make a decision that you don't want to do. Anyway, it's just something that you do. But looking at a positive from this situation, I found a spark in myself, which I didn't really know existed, which I had dove into. Is that the correct term? Dove into in the past. Like when I was at school, I took art for an example, but I hadn't really tapped into it. Like I do paintings, but like nothing serious. I'm not a good painter. Drawing, on the other hand, wow, it's like a new part of my brain was unlocked through this pain. And that is why sometimes I think pain can actually be beautiful. Like pain can be one of the most ugliest but beautiful things at the same time. And I think that's a really important thing I think about a lot. And sometimes you find beauty in pain. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm grateful for that. I found that I unlocked like a new skill. So I'm going to show you guys my paintings super quickly. Bear with me for 1 second. I did actually put all of these paintings on the wall. Now, because I didn't stick them properly, a few of them did come down. Now, I will share pictures of the ones which are still on the wall because I can't really show you. And those ones are charcoal. Like I've been experimenting with charcoal, which has been super fun. But yeah, like this is what I was doing when I wasn't talking to anyone. Like I would find the motivation somehow to go to the gym, which again, I'm super proud of. And then I remember one day though, I stayed up till like 5 a.m. and I was just drawing. And I had like this whole set out on my floor where I had this big, like a big bed sheet, an old one, I guess you could say. And I had it on the floor with all my charcoal and all my supplies. And I was like, yeah, I'm just in my zone right now. And when I was sick, I made myself chicken soup. So I lived off chicken soup for like 3 days, loads of vitamins, lots of rest. I didn't go to the gym, of course, when I was unwell. But yeah, it is burning season as well. And after speaking to a few people in the gym, they said that because it is burning season, like it can make you feel unwell. So like I had a sore throat, I was fatigued, things like that. And yeah, aircon doesn't help. But anyway, let me show you my painting. So I say painting, drawing. You can see that it's been drawn. This is one of them. This is obviously a girl with some angel wings. Growing wings. I did have an inspiration for this, but again, I'm super proud of how this turned out. Most of them, I would say, probably took me the best part of like 5-6 hours to do. Now, this is the one which I love the most. This one, I think, took me the longest time. This was actually my first one. And this one is titled, "The One You Are Looking For Is You." It's really difficult to see. Like the lighting is just not doing my pieces justice. Okay. And then I accidentally scuffed this bit and like at the top, but it's okay. So yeah, the one you're looking for is you. The one you're looking for is falling down. Yeah, as I say, this one's like my favorite one. I think they're all A3. And then this one was a very interesting one. This did take me quite a few days to complete, purely because the headspace that I was in at the time when I had the idea of this, there was literally no inspo behind this. I just like freehand, I guess you could say. I mean, obviously they're all freehand, but you know what I mean. The thought popped in my head and I was like, yeah, because everything was very silent. Somebody is calling me. Just gonna, I'll just tell him, hello? Hey, bestie.
Hey, Soph, you're right.
Yeah, I'm literally just in the middle of filming an episode for my Solo Diaries. Can I call you back?
Huh?
I'm just literally in the middle of filming my YouTube video. Do you want to say hi to the camera?
Hi, camera. Hello.
This is my
Solo Diaries.
episode 11.
Well, it's one with an extra one, so I wasn't
Yes,
wrong with
you wasn't wrong. You wasn't wrong. Okay, I will call you back soon, okay? I love you.
Solo Diaries, episode 11.
Episode 11. I've got my mic on it. Yes, I will call you back soon, okay? Bye-bye. Bless him, he's so sweet. He's my bestie. Yeah, so anyway, 11/11, thank you, universe. So going back to this painting, is this drawing. It says the silence is deafening. Now, the reason being for this drawing was because, as I say, there was a lot of silence, and I was just, all I could hear was like, and I was just would stare into space when I was feeling so sad, and all I could hear was silence. So yeah, but then the reason it took me a few days to complete was because that feeling did fade after a couple of days, and I was like, oh, this is a bit deep, you know. But yeah, so that's basically what I'd been up to, and as I say, it's just like a little catch up, I guess. Just the same old YouTube life. Working. I'm trying, I'm feeling a few things in my brain at the minute, which I'm not ready to share, but I will at some point. But yeah, if anybody is watching this video, then of course, please know that you're not alone going through hard times. We all go through hard times in our life, and I promise you it does get easier. You just have to stay positive and keep trusting the process and keep believing in yourself with whatever it is and however you are feeling. But yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as per usual, leave me some questions in the description down below if you would like to learn anything else out about me, or if you have any questions. And I'll catch you in the next video.